Hi everybody, welcome back to Jaja Draws. So for this video, I wanted to work on another watercolor painting. I feel like I haven't really focused my energies in a particular discipline. I spent a very long time working on improving my drawing specifically. And I don't regret that time that I spent. And definitely I still have plenty of things that I need to improve, both with drawing and then markers were the main medium of color that I use for those. So like I'm not giving up on that by any means. I'm definitely still doing that. But I just have so much I want to try and so much I want to do. And so, I kind of thought I might consider doing some sort of rotating schedule where I would work on watercolor and then I do something digitally and then I do something less two-dimensional and more three-dimensional, like a doll or my alpaca pony. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing. Mostly I want to make sure that whatever I'm working on is something that I feel inspired to work on in the moment and not something that I feel constrained to do because I've promised to do it. So anyway, we just had New Year's. And one of the things that I think a lot of my circle of friends, I don't know how much of the internet, but a lot of my circle of friends were talking about is the fact that nothing is going to improve overnight. If anything, this past week has distinctly shown that to us. Like, we have had incredible political upheaval in the US this week. So it's not like the calendar year rotating just suddenly made everything better. But one of the things that I said in my video about the solstice is that, sometimes when the light is coming back is actually you're headed into what are going to be your coldest and bleakest months. The only thing you know is that the light's coming back, not how hard it's going to be until you're back in the long days and the warm nights. When I was a kid, my family traveled. We went on sabbatical and traveled around the United States and Central America for 6 months. And we were in Central America for 3 of those months, and we visited the pyramids in Mexico. It is an awesome thing to climb the steps of a pyramid. I have not been to the ones in Egypt, and I have not been to some of the other ruins that can be found in South America, but in Mexico, the steps of the pyramid are steep. They are so steep that when you're at the top looking down, you can't see the entire staircase. There's an optical illusion that they're curving in and that the staircase just stops and falls off and you're not going to be able to climb down them. That's how steep they are. And when you're going up them, it is an incredible physical effort to climb the taller, steeper pyramids. It's incredible. I, as a child, when we visited them, was crawling up using my hands and legs because they were so precipitous. So when I started thinking about the metaphor of what we had ahead of us, it was the metaphor of climbing one of those pyramids into the dawn. And that was an image that I really wanted to capture. If you've been paying close attention to the screen, you'll note I did a terrible job doing all of my recording for this video. I was at a friend's house. My friends and I have a homeschooling pod. We've taken all our kids together so that they can learn and not sort of be going through their educational process on their own, but also be isolated and not exposed to all of the potential infection vectors out in the greater world. So we were at one of the homeschooling pods houses, and I brought my paint and had set up on their table. And I got to talking, as you do when you finally get to spend some time with people. And at first I'd been recording, and then we were sitting and talking, and I'd turned the camera off, and I just picked up my paintbrush and I kept working. And one of the things that I've realized about art for me right now is that it's something that I work on compulsively. If I have an art project, I want to be working on it all the time. Whether I've got the camera on or not, whether I'm talking to people, like I feel the need to be working on it. And I was speaking with another friend of mine who lives far away recently, and I was saying, I feel like the artwork that I do is something that soothes me. It provides me a center, it provides me a kind of balance when everything is going crazy. And everything is going crazy. But we can see the staircase in front of us, right? It's there. We know what we have to do. We have to be careful. We have to do our best to continue to isolate, to continue to struggle through this on our own. Here in America, politically, we understand that we have to keep walking forward, that we have to refuse to give up or to give in to any ideas that democracy and our vote doesn't count or should be overthrown by a small handful of angry people. We just have to find our staircase and keep climbing up it. No matter how difficult that is, no matter how steep it is, no matter how tall it is. And if we do that, then we are definitely going to find the sunrise at the top. I have a lot of personal staircases of my own coming up in my life. It's not just the general situation of the country or the pandemic or sort of broad scope situations like that. But I know what each of those staircases is, and I do find it comforting to know that I can just keep climbing and I'm going to get to the top eventually. I suppose one of my staircases is actually this, what I'm doing right here, the desire, the need to improve my art. I have to keep doing my art. It's too important for my peace of mind to give it up. But it also drives me crazy when it doesn't turn out the way that I want. So I guess one of my staircases is just to keep trying and keep climbing. With any luck, eventually I'll produce a watercolor painting that I can say I actually like, as opposed to my current highest level of praise, which is, I don't hate it. I know so much of this is skill, and skill only comes with practice. But I wish it was inborn talent and I could just pick up a brush and do it. That would make me so happy. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well with whatever your personal staircases are. And I hope you're prepared for the upward climb that we all, as a society, have to do together. At least we know we've got good people climbing beside us, right? See you guys later. Thanks for watching.